So let's chat, you guys. Okay, hi, this is your girl, the Empress 917. My cousin said I need to say my name in the beginning of my video, so I'm listening. I'm taking heed. I'm new to this, but anyways, you guys, I just want to come on here and I want to talk about things that are going to help us become more abundant with our just our whole demeanor, with our money, with our everything. So, here we go. I'm going to talk about the shadow side first. First, we have to recognize our shadow side. We have to recognize the things that make us, that trigger us. We have to recognize those things. If we recognize those things off top, then we can kind of, maneuver and navigate our way through things in order to heal and be abundant. Because if you don't heal childhood wounds and things that happened in the past, you can never be abundant in your present life, okay? Okay, I say this to say that. When you get ready to face this shadow side, it is not going to be pretty. It's some things that it's like the shadow side are things that you really don't like that come out at the heat of the moment, or things that you do that are just, you'll take a step back and say, you wasn't right. Or it's like if you always over talking people, overshadowing things, just a lot of things that are, negative to your personality or your character. These are negative things that come to the forefront. Um, you know, and you don't even know it. It's something that happens that's very natural, but you don't know about it until you sit down and you think. So anyway, first, when you work on your shadow side, you guys, when you work on your shadow side collective, what we're going to do is what I did was, let me put it like this. What I did was I wrote down all my negative traits. Every negative characteristic that I had, I would write it down. Okay? After I wrote it down, I actually read it, you know what I'm saying? And I did feel some type of way about myself. I'm like, I don't even like what I'm looking at on paper. And that kind of made me look at myself. And I'm like, okay. So you're really an overthinker. You don't trust anybody. You're very closed in. It was a lot that was on my list, and I was like, wow, I need to change this because I'm living my life in fear of my own self. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I had to really go within and change it. Now, when you step into this knowing about your shadow side, what I did was I stepped into it, and then I would start to try to catch myself when I would feel myself going left. You know what I'm saying? I would catch myself. So when I started catching myself, I started correcting myself. And I didn't, and you know what I'm saying? It's hard for people to take criticism, but it's 10 times hard to criticize yourself and then try to change it. It's 10 times harder to do so. So what I did was I would correct myself. I would meditate. I would pray. I would, just ask the universe, God, ancestors, Orishas, my angel guides, and my angels. I would ask my angels. I would ask all of these entities. I would ask them, just come in, step in, and just take over because I don't know at this time what I need to be doing in order to get my life you know, abundant, prosperous, all of those things. I need prosperity in my life. So what I would do is I would write it down. Everything I wanted to release about myself, I would write it down and I would burn it. And I would do this like maybe once a week. And I started taking spiritual baths, and I started asking. See, people don't know that water is a portal to spirit, okay? You can set intentions in water, and I'll teach y'all how to do that later. I might have it in my book, I don't know. But you can put your intentions into a tub of water that you're about to get in. And when you put those intentions in there, you sit in that water and you say, I have the intentions on releasing this, the intentions on releasing whatever it is that you want to release. And what you do is you go about taking your natural bath or whatever the case may be, but you make sure you wash everything. I always do it 3 times, and then I set my intentions while I wash myself, okay? I'm just telling you how water is a big portal for you, to clear your shadow side, to clear negative energy, to clear anything, to manifest anything. Water is a great portal to do so. So anyway, I would manifest like that, and then, when I got out the tub, I would feel 10 times lighter. And you guys, when you take spiritual baths, you feel 10 times lighter when you get out of there. You feel the energy that has been released off of you. And that was one of the most amazing feelings that I've had before in my life, because I work around a lot of people. So what I have to do, a lot of children and their parents and things of that nature. So what I have to do is I have to make sure my energy is clean at least twice a week. I have to clean that energy off of me because I work around so many people. And so that taught me, when I started taking cleansing baths, it started to, like, when I put those intentions in the water that I wanted to release things, what happened was amazing, because I started to release things, actually. You know what I'm saying? So all my childhood wounds and everything that I was holding on to, I decided to release that. And that's when money flowing started to happen. That's when my life started to align. That's when I started to see the fruits of my labor of just manifesting, because I manifest first that my shadow side is gone, so I can receive all of my intuitive messages from spirit, so I can receive all of my abundance, my prosperity, my kids. See, I just don't manifest for me. I'm manifesting for my kids. Like, I remember one interview where the singer Rihanna, she said that her grandmother had been manifesting for her ever since she was a child. That's why she is so successful as she is now. Also, Beyonce said that. Also, Cardi B said that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we have to start working on our shadow side so we can ensure that our children can not pick up some of those shadow sides that we have, and they can just move on in life smoothly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, sure, they're going to create a little karma for themselves. They're going to do things that, because kids will be kids. But I make sure I manifest for my children too, because they don't fully know how to do it themselves right now. And I'm teaching them, I'm working with them on that. But you don't put too much on your kids, especially if they don't understand. But I, for one, I have intuitive children. My daughter, she doesn't know. She's scared to tap into it right now. She's not ready. But my son, I believe he's ready. I have a videotape of him saying how good God was, and he was only like 4 or 5 on that tape. So it's like I recorded that because I just felt like I felt spirit within him when he said that my child has always been intuitive. And I love that. Both of my children are. My daughter, she's trying to get into it. But she has a little bit more anxiety than my son does because her anxiety is always up. She is her mother's child, because that's how I am. But I say that to say this. We have to let go and heal things and people that no longer serve us. I don't care if it's your mother, father, sister, brother, husband, wife, cousin, whomever it may be. We have to start delivering ourselves from the dark pain of somebody telling us we were never going to be anything, or somebody telling you you're not attractive, or somebody telling you you're not going to make it, or somebody not showing you unconditional love. We have to do those things for ourselves, especially when we grow up and we turn into adults. We have to understand that, okay, guess what? This isn't for me to keep holding on and hindering myself. You're holding on to something and people then forgot about it. People have forgotten about how bad they hurt you, and you still holding on to their hurt. They don't give a damn. They don't give a rat's ass. I'm so sorry. They don't. So why should you? That is how I feel about the situation. That is how you heal your shadow side. Anything or anyone or anything that has ever hurt you to the fact where you were unsure about yourself and it's affecting you in your life today, attack that shadow that's been attached to you all your life. Attack it, because once you do, you're going to heal all types of areas in your life. Then that's when you're going to start to see things flow, you guys. Like, we have to let go that we weren't loved correctly by our parents. Our parents didn't know what the fuck they were doing. Excuse my language. But they didn't know what they were doing. They didn't have a book on this. Their lives changed when they had kids, like our lives changed when we had kids. Some people can deal with that and some people can't. Some people, it's detrimental to them because they don't understand, but it's okay because it's not for everybody to understand. It's for you to be a better you, so you won't pass this down to your children from generation to generation to generation. And then you end up with somebody that's crazy in one generation and you're like, what's wrong with you? Well, I never received this as a child. And this person standing up in your face, a 30-year-old. We can't let childhood affect what's going on today. We can't let past events that we've been through affect where we are and where we're going to today. We cannot let that affect us. Because if you do, you're teaching your children, you're teaching whomever that's watching you, because there's always somebody that's watching you. You're teaching them that this is just how you're supposed to hinder yourself, by holding on to things that don't even matter anymore. So first we have to heal that shadow side so we can accept some things in our lives. So anyway, you guys, I just wanted to come on here and say something about the shadow side. This is like a little insert to my book. This is one of the topics. I will be doing various topics. I appreciate you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. This is a little snippet of my auto book. I don't even know when it's coming out right now because I had a few delays, so I'm not going to even say until it's ready and up and running. So you guys have a great night. I love you guys. Bye, collective. Until we meet next time.